In section 3.6 we have product to sum formulas and sum to product formulas, and what we will use these for is not necessarily solving the equations but more in rewriting the equations. So for example, if we have a product of two of these angles where we're multiplying, we could rewrite that as either a sum or difference, or if we're given the sum or difference of two angles, then we can rewrite this as a product. So again, this is more of just rewriting. So for example, if I want to rewrite this as instead of as a product, as a sum, we have sine of 3 times theta times the sine of 5 times theta. And if we're going to rewrite this, first of all, we already have this as a product, writing as a sum. So if we go back up to these formulas, here we have two angles. We're taking the sine of this angle times the sine of this angle. So I'm going to use this formula to rewrite this as a sum. All right, so when we go to this example, we would have 1/2 times the quantity of cosine of 3 theta minus 5 theta minus the cosine of 3 theta plus 5 theta. Now we can go ahead and add and subtract each of these values. So now we have the 1/2 times the cosine of 3 theta minus 5 theta gives us a negative 2 theta, minus the cosine of 3 theta plus 5 theta is 8 theta. And then the only other part we can really do here, we do know that cosine is an even function, so if we have negative 2 theta, that's the same as cosine of 2 theta. So we would rewrite it that way. So we still have 1/2 times the quantity of cosine of 2 theta minus cosine of 8 theta. And now we have rewritten this instead of a product. Now it's written as a sum. On the other end, here we have going from sum to product. Here we have cosine of 2 theta plus the cosine of 4 theta. So again, sum to product. We go back up and look at these formulas. Here we're adding cosine of 2 angles. So here's the formula we're going to use on this one. So if we come back down here, we have 2 times the cosine of, and then our 2 angles, we have 2 theta plus 4 theta all over 2. And that's going to then take times the cosine of 2 theta minus 4 theta all over 2. Again, we can simplify within here. 2 theta plus 4 theta is 6 theta divided by 2 gives us 3 theta. And then 2 theta minus 4 theta gives us negative 2 theta divided by 2. And again, cosine is even, so we know the cosine of the opposite of theta is equal to the cosine of theta. And here we still have 2 times the cosine of 3 theta. So again, we're not solving. All we're doing here is rewriting. So now instead of having a sum, we have a product. So we've rewritten that equation.